$5,000 first prize, $100,000 from our friends at True Value for a perfect game.
Semi-final match.
Strike to open things up for Ron Palombi.
As the players have gone on throughout the day in match play, the scores have tended to get higher during the evening blocks, and now these lane conditions are getting toward that evening shot. We can expect some better scores.
Gant won the final 4 games after losing the first 4 last night. And the left-hander opened strong. He defeated Palombi 279 to 207 in the position round. 29 years old, out of Independence, Kentucky, lives now in Cincinnati. 3rd year on tour. A win here would put him all the way up in 6th place on the money list and give him a shot, of course, at Bowler of the Year honors. Well, in the last game, we went a whole bunch of frames without anybody striking, and now we have opened up Palombi starting with 1 and Gant with a double. The Skins game's coming up next. My buddy Lee Trevino will be in the action out there with Arnold Palmer and Fuzzy Zeller, and a native of Columbus, Ohio, Mr. Jack Nicklaus. Boy, what a foursome.
Is this the same bowling center we were in last match?
What happened here in 5 to 10 minutes, huh?
That's what we were talking about.
Yes, sir.
There's the difference. The players are adjusting to the changing lanes, Jay.
I'll say it again. $100,000 from True Value. Perfect game.
They're not thinking about that yet, but it'll come across their mind if they get that 5th, 6th, 7th strike in a row.
And he has left the 10 pin.
Good shot, too. Ron Palombi's he's made the adjustment. I keep saying that because it's such an important factor in the game of bowling. The ability of the player, the difference between a good professional and a good amateur bowler is the ability to make the adjustments as the lanes change. And he's made some good adjustments. He's getting the ball in play in the pocket area. And with the power that both these players use, the strength they have in their release, they're going to get a lot of strikes.
Palombi, who has scores of 237 and 190 here this afternoon, averaging 213.5 over the first 2 games. Gant celebrating his 29th birthday today. And 3 in a row for Gant. He has bowled a 300 game here this week. There's his wife, Dr. Beverly Gant, and son Evan. And yeah, Evan says, look, I'm on TV.
Hi, Mom. Well, Big John just saw in that 5.5. He looks great out there.
Look at Dad. He's kind of proud to have his son watching today. Gant averaged 235.5 on the TV pair. For Gant.
Oh, boys, he's destroying those pins, Jay, and we've seen him do it before. He looks great.
More action from Columbus in just a moment.
Oh, yeah, I think they jumped their heads.
John Gant has opened with 5 in a row. He just struck in the 5th. Palombi, a strike in the 4th. A spare in the 5th. And here is Gant going for half a dozen, cousin.
There he is. There he is. And just as you mentioned, Jay, that $100,000 for a 300 game put up by True Value Hardware. Wow. Does he look good today, huh?
Gant now with a 41-pin lead in quest of an extra 100,000. Gant will overtake Dave Husted as the PBA's average leader after this week. Here's Palombi on 52. little high and a split for
4-6-7.
Palombi. He's looking at a 4-6-7.
Oh, yeah, Jay, that's disaster. The first 5 frames, he had every ball in the pocket, left a couple of 10 pins, and now with John Gant on 6 in a row, this is definitely disaster.
Ooh.
So Palombi is open in the 6th. And Gant's lead jumps up to 55 pins.
You know, we've got a lot of senior citizens in the audience today, Jay, from just a little ways from here, Chillicothe. I think I said that right, and they're all bowlers.
Wow, yeah,
right, they're all bowlers. Now, I'm not talking about you and Jay Randolph and Chuck Lozano when I include those senior citizens, but...
All right.
Well,
they're a great bunch of people. It was fun visiting with them, and this is a marvelous crowd. Big crowd here today. Strike for Palombi in the 7th. Now here is Gant. We are going to stay right here. $100,000 for a perfect game. Gant in the 7th.
Oh.
Well, there goes his shot at the $100,000, but what a great run as Gant leaves the 7-pin in the 7th.
You know, Jay, as I mentioned earlier, I don't think John was even thinking about that 300 game. He was just trying to win the match, and if he'd have got a couple more, he might have been thinking about it, but he made a good shot there. He's happy to leave a spare that he's been making quite easily all week, the 7-pin.
So Gant, as his wife and son look on, very much in control.
On the ball, gets that pin to fly across the pin deck and come back and hit the 7 with the neck of the pin, the very top of the pin. Watch the power and the release.
Yeah. You know, you can't throw really.
The 5-pin.
This one's
Zing
not
across
in
the
the
pin. The
bag.
head pin hits the wall, comes back just enough to get the 7. I never could do that.
Oh, that's not the truth. Gant has reached the TV finals 3 of 4 times on the fall tour. 4 of the last 5. 2 weeks ago in the True Value Open, his final 4 games in match play on a Friday night were 279, 205, 279, and 254. Last night he closed out with 269, 237, 236, 279.
And a chance for 279 in this game. 1 strike away from another 279. He's in a rut.
Back in the 7th, he left the 7-pin. Other than that, he has been perfect.
Well, we've got a winner, Jay.
And Gant will have his shot against the man who qualified first here this week, Dave Ferraro. Congratulations from Palombi to Gant. Gant, 277. There's his folks, Ron and Linda Palombi from Erie, Pennsylvania. And it's been a fine week for Ron. 24 years old, his 4th appearance in the TV finals this year.
They're still really proud of him. I know you know that, Jay, because he's bowled a great day. He's bowled a great match against John Gant. He
ran into a buzzsaw.
Oh, didn't he?
Didn't he?
Unbelievable.
Career championship round record. There you see it, 2-3 and a 203.8 average. I think you're going to hear a lot about this young man.
Well, that's a good game by
223 for Palombi. 277 for John.